Welcome to this episode of Bruna Party. In this episode, I will show you how to create this sugar skull mini piñata. It's really fun because you get to decorate it the way you want it and customize it. So it's super cute, it's perfect as a gift. I'm very excited about this episode because we are gonna celebrate one of my favorite holidays, Dia de los Muertos. If you haven't heard about Dia de los Muertos, it's a Mexican holiday. We celebrate it by getting family together and remember our dead ones. And then we have pan de muertos, that is like the most delicious sweet bread that you can taste. It's really, really fun. It's really special. And one of the main things about Day of the Dead is the calaverita de azúcar, that is a sugar skull. We're gonna do a mini piñata sugar skull. Another really cool thing about this craft is that we're gonna make it into steps. First, we're gonna do the skull. So if you are thinking about more like a Halloween skull, you can stop at some point and you will have a more Halloween style skull. And you can use it as a party favor, gift, decoration for Halloween. But if you wanna continue, you can decorate it with me and we will have the sugar skull at the end. So let's start it. First, you will need two cake plates. This is, let me show you the regular size. This is the regular size, and this is the smaller one. Because we're gonna do mini piñata, I'm gonna use this one. So let's start with the 2 plates, some cardstock. I'm just gonna cut a piece. You can always use recycled cardstock. I got this at the shop, at the dollar store. But usually if I have some, I just use recycle. You don't need to use a special kind. So we're gonna cut, first we're gonna cut a long piece of cardstock that is about 2 inches wide. And then we're gonna cut a little piece of a square to make the shape of our skull. I'm gonna cut Okay, love it. I'm gonna cut a small square. I'm gonna put this away because I don't need it. Okay, and with paper tape, we're gonna start building our piñata. I'm gonna cut a few pieces before starting putting everything together, so it's easier to start with paper tape on hand. Here. Okay, I'm gonna use this piece So I'm gonna start pasting the square to the circle, to the plate, something like this. And I'm just gonna put the other plate the same, the opposite way, so I can see that the square match. Okay. And now I'm gonna start sticking the cardstock to the plates, square like this. Okay. And we have the piñata paste. So now we're gonna cover all with crepe paper roll. First, I'm gonna just I'm gonna cut the trapdoor so the candies can go inside. I'm gonna cut a line, and then down. Okay, so I have my trapdoor. So we're gonna cut the crepe paper first. I need to find the end or the beginning. Here, okay. Okay, what I'm gonna do is first roll my crepe paper like this. Three, and then cut. And then I'm gonna fold again. And then I'm gonna do some strips. I'm gonna change my scissors. Here, strips. And I'm gonna repeat this process a few times until I have enough crepe paper. Okay, so we're gonna start gluing our crepe paper. I'm gonna use a brush with some white glue. I'm just gonna put glue all over this side. Okay. I'm gonna start gluing my paper. Okay, we have one side, so it's gonna glue all the parts here to the border. Okay. We're gonna do the other side. If you haven't done any piñata, I think you should try to make this mini piñata. It's really easy to make because it's a small piñata and the materials are really easy to find. And it's really fun. We're gonna decorate it really colorful and it's gonna be so pretty. And I think to make art is just so good for your soul. I always find it like super like rewarding make things with my hands. I find it like really fun, relaxing, just makes me feel really good. And I think it's a fun way to connect with other people that also want to do crafts. If you want to host like a craft night with your friends, I think this is a good idea. Okay, here is the other side. Just gonna do the middle part. I'm gonna start with the bottom, like this. Then once I reach the middle, I'm gonna start with the other side. And I'm gonna cut. Just gonna cut the excess here. Okay, and then I'm gonna start with the bottom to the top. Okay, I almost finished. I just need to cut all the excess here. So we finished to cover our piñata with crepe paper, and it looks like this. It's all covered. Now we're gonna do the face. For the face we need black paper. We're gonna start with the eyes. We're gonna fold into a piece of paper, and then we're gonna cut the eyes. I think they are a little too big. I'm gonna just cut a little bit more. You can cut two circles, or you can cut like a irregular circular shape. I'm gonna cut an irregular circular shape because I like it more, but you can do the eyes completely circular. think I like them like this. I'm just gonna see how they look with the rest of the face. For the nose, I need just a small piece. I'm gonna cut a triangle shape first, and then I'm gonna do like a heart. And then I'm gonna cut the point of the heart like this. Then I'm gonna do it like this. I like it, so I'm gonna see how it looks with the mouth, and then I'm gonna decide if I leave it or not. For the mouth, I'm gonna cut a circular line or curve, like this. It's too big, so I'm gonna cut a little bit more. Okay, and then I'm just gonna cut a few lines, small lines. Just gonna do this. Okay, I think with 4 or 5 might be good. I'm not sure. Yeah, maybe just one more. Okay. Okay. I really like it. I'm not too sure about the eyes. I think I'm gonna cut them a little bit more, just because I want to have lots of space for decorate them. Okay. 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 Now I'm gonna start gluing my face to the skull. And this is the skull with the face. Now, if you want a more spooky Halloween skull, you can just make this, but we're gonna decorate it as a sugar skull from the Day of the Dead. So I'm gonna clean a little bit, and then we're gonna continue with the decorating. That is the most fun part of the process. Okay, now the fun part. We're gonna decorate it. I'm gonna use fun, colorful paper to decorate it. I'm gonna start with the part at the top that has the name on it. So I'm just gonna cut a piece of this gold paper that I had, and I'm gonna cut a shape like this. No, actually, it's not like that. It's more like this. Yes. Okay. And here is gonna be my name. Then I'm gonna cut some yellow. I'm gonna cut shapes like petals, kind of like this. And I'm just gonna cut some fun shapes, and then I'm gonna play around the layout to see how they look. And this is a really freestyle part of the process, because you only need to use the colors that you like, the shapes that you want. This is completely yours and unique. So feel free to play around with different shapes, colors. Usually the skulls are symmetrical. I recommend you to cut 2 pieces of everything. So just fold the paper in two and cut your shapes. And then if you have paper punches, feel free to use them. I'm gonna check to see what I do have. Yeah, I have a circle paper punch, so I'm gonna use it to cut some circles. I'm gonna glue the part on the top that is gonna have my name to a colorful paper so I can do a frame. Then I'm gonna do a frame. Cute. Okay. And I'm gonna start gluing my pieces to the skull. And now I'm just gonna write my name here. I'm gonna use a permanent marker. Okay. I feel like it needs a little bit more of shapes, so I'm gonna do some hearts. And now we finished. I really hope you enjoyed this episode. I had so much fun decorating my sugar skull. I love it. I think it's great decoration for Day of the Dead, or you can use it at Halloween. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much.